Thank you, and thank you all for coming. Let me follow that good presentation about the complexity and dynamism of this situation with really two pretty simple reasons why I'm going to get my credit card out tonight and fill out one of these envelopes and make a contribution to this campaign. And one of those reasons is tactical. One's from the head, and the other is more aspirational from the heart. From the head, that dynamism can twist and turn lots of ways. And we are dealing in Oregon occasionally, in fact, even this week, with the politics of backlash. Remember we adopted land use planning, and we were making all this progress, and then there was Measure 37. That took us backwards. And then there were court fights.
Can I take you up on that?
Legislative fights.
Oh yeah, of course.
More standoffs and more skirmishes, and finally we sort of resettled pretty close to where we started in terms of a progressive state land use policy. So you never quite know how these things are going to go. We've built a great transit system in the Portland metropolitan area, and most people are on board on it, but on board with it and on board it as well. But this week in Tigard, by a 100-vote margin, the voters there in a special election said Tigard's never going to spend another dime on rail transit. And so there was another iteration of that backlash effect. Even here in a progressive community, a progressive metropolitan area, things can go sideways on us. So that's why tactically it's smart to have this campaign be strong, so that the team can be ready for what those twists and turns may be. And I've been around politics long enough in one capacity or another to understand a little bit about how those twists and turns can get you a strange place. So that's why we ought to be strong, and the campaign ought to have the resources to both exploit opportunities and fight off challenges and backlash. But the part that really motivates me to get my credit card out and make a contribution to the campaign is the aspirational part. And I don't know if you remember, and I guess it's fairly rare for a politician to not complain about the news media, but praise them. There's a young writer at Willamette Week named Andrea Dingwood, who started there just about a year ago. She did a couple of cover stories that I've kept in my office. And one was a cover story about David Douglas High School called Miracle on 135th Street. It just was this incisive but warm-hearted look at how this high school, the biggest in the state with the most diverse population in the state, nevertheless achieved some pretty amazing results educationally. It was a great article. It was her first cover story. I thought, I like that. I'm going to keep that around. And then she wrote a cover story about a guy, I'm sorry I don't remember his name, who was collecting signatures in Burns for this campaign. And it's kind of a tough duty, like going door to door in Burns. And I think his goal was 150 signatures. And it was this warm-hearted picture, not just of him as this sort of heroic figure, but actually the conversations he was having with his conservative neighbors. And the message of this campaign is a unifying message. Although we have to deal with that politics of division and backlash, the unifying message that everybody deserves the right to marry the person they love. That's a unifying message. And I think this campaign has great potential to bring Oregonians together and to not have that urban-rural divide be complete and profound. And that story about Burns really helped me start to believe that. And then Davis and Hibbets just did a survey called the Oregon Values and Beliefs Study. The Tribune's been writing about it. And what that survey really showed to me is that actually Portlanders are like the rest of Oregon, just more so. It's not that we're completely different. In fact, 70% of Oregonians said climate change is real and I need to change my life to deal with that. 70% statewide. 89% in Portland feel that way. But the difference is one of degree, not of polarization. And so I believe what this campaign can do, whether it's in court or on the ballot, whether it's fighting a positive campaign for marriage equality or having to run against a bad measure, has the ability to use the message that's been thoughtfully crafted of marriage should be for everyone who loves and chooses marriage. I think that's a unifying message for the state. So I'm betting on hope when I make the